What's up, everybody? This is the Mystery Tackle Box Elite Box for October. Share your experience, MTB Elite, hashtag. Let's crack it open. First of all, you start off with what the heck? Catch, measure, win. Gives you the links of your keepers. Watch and learn for tips. Alright, let's see what we got. First off, you start off with the Dibble. Some good stuff this month. Little Ripster by Lunker City. Looks like for me it's gonna be a wacky rig lure, but it's some kind of paddle tail worm. You get Texas rig this too, just probably get some cool action. A little light shaky head. Probably be a good drop shot bait too. Bite it down and nose hook it. Next up is a Duo Realis spy bait. Super cool bait. This thing is erupting on the fishing world right now. People are catching huge bags using these. Next up is the Lucky Craft Square Bill by Talk. This color is called Flake Mill Gill. Really cool bluegill pattern. Next up is a Shimmer Shad by Ketchco. I think they had something similar to this a few years ago. I got it, and it was more of a brown natural color. Next up is a jerk bait by Ima. These are some really quality baits. Just the Ima Flit 100 brown flash, sick color. Yeah, they got some good stuff this month. Next up is Biospawn Vile Bug. Oh, cool! I got the Vile Crawl last month. This is the Vile Bug. Good little flipping pitching bait. Next is the Blitz Frog by Blitz Lures. It's a black. It's called Black Rattler. That's pretty cool. Have to check that out. And then you got your wild sticker. Kind of looks like a pumpkin head for Halloween, but it's pretty cool. Throw it on whatever you want. First up is the Duo Spy Bait. It's in a Komochi Wakasaki color. I think that's how you say it. Komochi Wakasagi. I think this is the 90 series. So they have an 80 and a 90. The 90 is more for bait cast setups. The other one's a lot lighter. You want to throw it on spin and tackle. But even with this one, you don't want to go above 10 or 12 pound test just because it messes with the action on it. Throw this through schools of fish and just let it work its magic. There's something about these little blades on the nose, and there's one on the tail. It doesn't give off a lot of commotion, and it's not like your typical topwater prop bait. This one it's fully submerged. It's I don't know, it don't say how deep it goes, but I'm sure it just depends on the line diameter. But it's a 1/2 ounce, so you should be able to cast it on a bait caster. I'm going to be slinging on my 13 Fishing Concept Z, so I know I can sling it for a mile. I love these things. You can't really say enough about them. You just pretty much cast and wind. You can dead stick them for a minute, but they do their own thing. They get bit, they got a good wobble. They just fish catching machines. Nice little natural color, so you don't have to worry about this one. It's going to get smashed. Next up is the Lucky Craft Square Bill by Takahiro Omori. I actually think he won a Elite Tour event this year with this exact bait. I don't know about the color, but definitely the exact bait. This one doesn't have any rattles. It's a silent bait. Sick paint job. This is probably the best, or one of the best bluegill paint jobs I've seen. I like the gold flake. Makes it look a lot more natural underwater, I'm sure. It even has the you know, the color of the belly. Normally they're just white or neutral, but this has some very good detail. And another thing is the quality of the terminal tackle on these, including that Duo Realis spin bait. The quality on these baits that I'm showing you, they're bar none. I mean, you don't have to worry about swapping any of this out. These are high-end, super sticky hooks. I don't know if it says on the Lucky Craft, but I don't see. But they are definitely high quality. I think the hooks on the spin bait may be Katana hooks, but I'm not 100% sure. But throw this around structure, use anywhere from 12 to 17 pound test, depending on how thick the structure is and how big the fish are you're catching. But cast and wind, you're gonna get smashed. This is a sick color, sick bait. You definitely are gonna have something on the other end of this one. This is another very high-end bait. It's the Ima Flit. I mean, you can't say enough. This color is called Brown Flash, I think. Super high-end quality hooks. This is kind of a lighter jerk bait, but it's got good size. That's pretty cool. Normally big jerk baits are a lot heavier. This one may dive a little deeper too. Well, it says 3 to 5 foot, so not too deep. Just off the bill. Maybe you can get it down with smaller line. I would throw it on a really finesse bait setting or bait cast setup, or a little spinning setup with some 8, 10, 12 pound test line on it. Or if you're throwing braid, 15 to 20 with a leader. But this is another one of those baits. You throw it out, twitch, twitch, pause, and boom, you're hooked up. This Ima is another company taking the fishing industry by storm. They're coming out with sick stuff. They got a bunch of pros and people on the pro tours that are winning event after event with their products, so I keep expecting to see more good stuff out of them. Again, quality paint, sick color. Next up is the Blitz Lures Buzz Frog. Something I noticed off the bat with this is how deep the hooks are, and that's something I look for in frogs. You want them to be able to take it and get enough hook to get pinned, so that's a plus in my book. I like to be able to take my finger like that and it cover my finger. That way you know you're getting a good chunk of the lip. This is just like a Buzz Toad by, I can't think of the name of them, but there's multiple companies that make them, but Stanley, I think. But this is, throw it out, 65 pound braid. You can fish. The cool thing about this is, versus like a prop style frog, is you can throw this through the muck and don't have to worry about it getting clogged up. Once it hits muck, it might come through it, might have stuff on it, but it's still going to kick. With a prop bait, if it gets muck on it, it'll stop turning. Nothing's going to spin because it's got too much junk on it. These are really heavy duty VMC hooks. Quality bait, I like it. I'll definitely be chunking this out. Use a heavier, extra heavy frog or flipping rod. You could probably get by with a medium heavy just because how deep the hooks are. I like to use anywhere from 50 to 80 pound braid, depending on how deep or how heavy the muck is that I'm fishing in. But you know, it's time of year for topwater bites. I'm throwing frogs all the way through December probably. I live in Georgia, so topwater bites pretty alive most of the time. This is the Viobug by Biospawn. These are some cool baits. They got the big appendages. They have the beveled arms, so when you flip these, you're gonna get a lot of action. Each one of the arms puts off action because it has the beveled side on it. You can break these apart, or if you leave that specific lure together and don't break it apart and were to hook it this way, you're gonna get something that imitates a lot like a bluegill, fat body and big tail. I'm sorry, just break this part of, leave these together. Whenever that kicks through the water, it'll be kicking this way instead of how normally people have them kicking this way going down. Something else that's cool about this bait is it has holes in the body and it's salted, but the holes help with kicking and putting out more water, just adding a little more flair to the already awesome bait. You know, that's something that most baits don't have, so anything to be different gets you bit. Probably puts off bubbles whenever it goes down and stuff. It's pretty cool. The packaging is very quality. You get 7 of them, so you definitely get your money's worth with these. That's pretty cool. It's I guess just a green pumpkin. It's got the Biospawn scent. I'll be fishing these without a doubt on jigs, wobbleheads, anyway you want to throw them, this one's gonna get bit. Next is the 10,000 Fish Shimmer Shad, and I think why they say that is it has this like mylar or something inside. It's like a foil. It's cool. It makes a little crackle. They're really quality. I like it's different. It has the bait fish sound, so when a fish actually chomps it, it kind of gets a feeling that it's biting into something. I don't know why my camera won't focus, and it gives a little flash underwater. I'll be throwing this on an underspin, on drop shot, Ned rig, multiple different ways you can fish this. This is one of those things right now, maybe even dip the tail in a little chartreuse and throw it out. Even a little ball head jig. I mean, whatever you got, this will get bit. Fish eat minnows, so you're gonna get multi-species, anything. A lot of bass are gonna love it though. I like it on a underspin or a scrounger head because the tail doesn't have a boot or a whatever you want to call it. I call them boot tails, but it has this long appendage, so it's going to give off a lot of action still, and it won't affect the scrounger head moving or the underspin spinning. Another sick bait. This month has some really quality stuff. Next up, Lunker City Ripster. It's a cool bait. Again, this is another bait that you could throw on a shaky head or drop shot or even the scrounger or underspin because it's got the little tail. But you take a little bitty finesse hook or a Ned, even the Ned rig again, you could let it stand up and let the tail work its magic. Another option, put a nail weight through there and try the little NACO rig. If the tail stands up and it's dancing around, probably gonna get bit. It's a very cool color right now this time of year. If it's sunny outside and you're throwing this, you're probably gonna get a bite. All the flash and shine and stuff it'll be calling the fish from anywhere around. I definitely recommend trying this out. Guys, this month's box started off with a $15 bait, a $13 bait, and then 2 $10 baits. And high-end soft plastics, so I don't think you can go wrong with this month's or October's Mystery Tackle Box Elite Box. Check them out if you haven't already. Subscribe to them. Subscribe to my channel, please. I'm trying to come up with ways to get more subscribers so I can do more videos and stuff. I'm not looking for the big payout. I enjoy doing it. I have a little boy and I'm trying to open his eyes to the outdoor world, so I appreciate everybody, and I'll have a giveaway coming up soon. We hit 100 subscribers, so if you stayed this long, you'll know about the giveaway, and I thank y'all. Tight lines.